Om Sai Ram. The Sai Spiritual Education, also known as the Bhavya Class program, aims at molding the character of the child. As Satya Sai Baba says, end of education is character. The program uses 5 teaching techniques: prayers, meditation, storytelling, group devotional singing, and group activities to develop and promote the human values of Satya, truth, Dharma, right conduct, Shanti, peace, Prema, love, and Ahimsa, non-violence, which are inherent within the children. This program is a multi-faith program. Today, we are celebrating the Hindu festival of Navarathri. We, the Group 3 Year 3 children of the Sai Spiritual Education, SSE, present a short presentation about Navarathri. Navarathri means the 9 nights. What does the 9 signify? There are 9 planets, grahas. According to the astrology, the human body has 9 openings. If a deep inquiry is made, it will be found that mankind is dependent on these planets. During the Navarathri festival, for the purpose of eradicating one's demonic tendencies, the deities were worshipped with sacred powder, kumkum, and Navarathri commences on the first day in the bright fortnight of Ashwin, September to October, Puratasi in the Tamil month.
The first 3 days are dedicated to Mother Durga, the next 3 days for Mother Lakshmi, and the last 3 days for Mother Saraswati. Thus, on the 10th day, we celebrate the success of this endeavour for change. The festival of Dasara, also known as Vijayadashami, is one of the fascinating festivals of India and is celebrated with joy and enthusiasm for 10 continuous days.
Durga Sloka. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvata Sadike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. This means, salutations to you, O Narayani, who is the auspiciousness in all auspicious, the auspiciousness herself, complete with all the auspicious attributes, and who fulfills all the objectives of the devotees, who is the giver of refuge with 3 eyes and a shining face. Salutations to you, O Narayani. Lakshmi Sloka. Namastestu Mahamaye Shripite Surapojite Shankha Chakra Gadahaste Mahalakshmi Namostute. This means, salutations to you, O Mahamaya, the cause of creation, who abides in Sri Pita and is worshipped by the Suras, who is adorned with Shankha, Chakra, and Gada in her hands. Reverential salutations to you, O Devi Mahalakshmi. Saraswati Stoka. Ya Kundendu Tusharahara Davala Ya Shubhra Vastravrita Ya Veena Varadanda Manditakara Ya Shweta Padmasana Ya Brahma Shuddha Shankara Prabhutibhir Devai Sada Vandita Samam Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Nishesha Jadyapaha. This means, salutations to Devi Saraswati, who is pure like white jasmine, with the coolness of the moon, brightness of the snow, and shines like the garland of pearls, and who is covered with pure white garments, whose hands are adorned with the veena, a stringed musical instrument, and a boon-giving staff, and who is seated on a pure white lotus, who is always adorned by Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shankara, and other devas. O Goddess Saraswati, please protect me and remove my ignorance completely.
The Navarathri festival should be used as an occasion to examine one's own nature, whether it is human, animal, or demonic, and strive to transform the animal nature into the human and divinize the human nature. Wisdom cannot be acquired from outside. It has to be got through inward sadhana. The 6 enemies of man are eating into his vitals, embedded in his own inner consciousness. They are the demons to be killed. They are lust, kama, anger, krodha, greed, lobha, attachment, moha, pride, mada, and malice, matsarya. They reduce man to the level of a demon. They have to be overpowered and transmuted by the supreme alchemy of the divine urge. Then, the 9 Nava nights, Rathri, the struggle, will become new, Nava, a new type of night, devoted to the purification of the mind, illumination of the soul. The night described in the Gita as the day of the worldly. What is clear and attractive to the ordinary man is uninteresting and unknown to the yogi. What is clear and attractive to the yogi is uninteresting and unknown to the worldly man. This is the nature of this topsy-turvy world.
The significance of Durga, Lakshmi, and Saraswati has to be rightly understood. The 3 represent 3 kinds of potencies in man: willpower, Ichha Shakti, the power of purposeful action, Kriya Shakti, and the power of discernment, Jnana Shakti. Durga is present in the form of dynamism. Lakshmi is manifest in the form of willpower. Saraswati is manifest in man as the power of speech.
Okay. The mind is respiratory of willpower, Ichha Shakti. The body indicates purposefulness, action, Kriya Shakti. The Atma is power of discernment, Jnana Shakti. Once you master the mind, body, and Atma, you become a qualified MBA. Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba says, all Hindu festivals have a sacred purpose. Unfortunately, nowadays, the festivals are observed only with external rituals, without understanding their inner meaning. In the performance of all forms of worship, there should be steadiness of mind and body. Only then concentration can be achieved.
During these sacred 9 days, Navarathri, people go through the sacred texts such as Devi Bhagavatam, Ramayana, and Mahabharata. People also worship the deities Durga, Lakshmi, and Saraswati. Goddess Gayatri is the presiding deity of our senses. Savitri is the presiding deity of speech. All these 3 are within the same principle of truth. Gayatri Mantra begins with Om Bhur-Bhuvah-Suvah. Bhu means materialization, body. Bhuva means vibration, life principle. Svaha means radiation, Atma. Gayatri Mantra, a universal prayer. Om Bhur-Bhuvah-Suvah Tatsavitur-Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. General meaning: we meditate on the most adored Supreme Lord, the Creator, whose effulgent, divine light illumines all realms, physical, mental, and spiritual. May this divine light illumine our intellect. During these 9 days, Goddess Shakti, energy principle, is worshipped. Truth, righteousness, peace, forgiveness are all expressions of the principle of Shakti. Truth is the primal cause. There is nothing other than this. All faculties of energy are present in this truth. So, consider truth as your mother and follow it. The Vedas proclaim Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara, which means speak the truth and follow the righteousness. Unfortunately, today people do not follow this. On the contrary, they follow asatya, untruth, and adharma, unrighteousness.
The Navarathri festival should be used as an occasion to examine one's own nature, whether it is human, animal, or demonic, and strive to transform the animal nature into the human and divinize the human nature. Wisdom cannot be acquired from outside. It has to be got through inward sadhana. The inauguration of the Navarathri celebrations means that you should use this occasion for offering worship to nature and resolving to make sacred use of all natural resources.
Adoration of nature. The progress of modern technology by polluting the atmosphere with carbon dioxide smoke is causing a threat to life on Earth. This smoke has already created a hole in the ozone ring above the Earth, which has been serving as a protecting cover against harmful radiation from the sun. If the ozone layer is destroyed, the effect of the sun's rays may be disastrous. All nations are now worried about this threat. All that needs to be done to avert this danger is to reduce the pollution of atmosphere caused by automobiles and industrial effluents. The uncontrolled development of industries has to be checked. Development should be in the common interest to promote the welfare of all. The Navarathri celebration is an occasion for revering nature and considering how natural resources can be used properly in the best interests of mankind. Resources like water, air, power, and minerals should be used properly and not misused or wasted. Economy in the use of every natural resource is vital. Pollution of the air has many evil consequences. The inner significance of observances like Nagara Sankirtan and bhajans is to fill the atmosphere with sacred vibrations and holy thoughts.
We continue to remember all three mothers reciting this prayer in the morning as soon as we get up from the bed, and has to be chanted looking at the palm of our hands. Morning prayer. Karagre vasate Lakshmi, Kara madhye Saraswati, Kara mule stita Gauri, Prabhate Karadarshanam. This means the tip of my fingers resides Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity and wealth. In the middle of my hands is Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge and learning. In the palms of my hand sits Mother Gauri, the goddess of protection. Visualizing in this manner, I take darshan of my hands every morning. We thank the temple authorities for the opportunity given to us, the SSE children. Jai Sai Ram.